Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Vice President J.D. Vance has rushed to the Capitol for a very, very important meeting, and he didn't like what he found. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Vice President J.D. Vance had to rush back to Washington, D.C., had to rush back to the Capitol to have a meeting with Republican senators. And why? Because Senators Tom Tillis, Mitch McConnell, Lisa Murkowski were voting against, and by the way, even after Vance talked to them, continued to vote against tariffs on Brazil. Rand Paul in the mix as well. He's been such an incredible disappointment. These people, they're the last vestiges of the old Republican Guard, hanging on by the narrowest of hairs at this point. What they did, what they're trying to do, is take the last bit of leverage Trump has to make a good trade deal for us and take it away from him. And Vance was livid. He was furious with this. He said basically the same thing. You're cutting off the president's leverage. Why would you do this? Now, here's the good news. The good news is, despite their stomping of their feet for their big corporate donors, it's never going to pass the House of Representatives, and it'll never get signed by Trump's desk. And they certainly don't have a filibuster-proof majority on it. So it's DOA anyway. It was an exercise in futility. But they just want to show their Democrat friends that they're on board with the resistance. That's what it's all about. They're thinking about their careers after Trump. They're not thinking about the American people. Some of them never have. I want you guys to watch this and let me know what you think in the comments.
They keep disagreeing over the details of how that's actually going to happen, so it's not clear what that actually translates into action. The one thing that is clear is that our average tariff level has gone from about 2.4% when Trump took over to about 18%. And it's true that foreign corporations and U.S. corporations are eating some of that cost for now, but some of it is also being passed on to American consumers, as the Fed chairman just said.
And you just mentioned the U.S. Senate. The U.S. Senate, with some bipartisan support, just passed resolutions to end Trump's tariffs on Brazil, which were retribution for them sending Bolsonaro, his buddy, to trial, and on Canada. So I think the U.S. Senate has, including some Republicans, realized that this is not working. But, a lot of times when we talk about tariffs and the economic effect, we don't realize, or we don't talk enough about the immediate effect. So it's been months of suffering for the soybean farmers. And a lot of those farmers don't have the margins, don't have the cushion, don't have the savings to be able to survive 6 months of not selling one bushel of soybeans to China. It went down to zero, from our biggest market to zero. And so, we talk about, oh yeah, they're going to go through brick walls for Trump. Or they're at a brick wall right now. And some of them don't have the money and they're going to go bankrupt.
There may not be a later for some of these
exactly.
folks. So that's part of the problem here. And again, Trump wouldn't be over there if he wasn't trying to de-escalate the trade situation with China, which so far has only been escalating over the last few months. But next for us is describing January 6th as a mob of rioters grounds for suspension. Well, that is exactly what happened to two